Hey guys, Ironhead Garage back. Well, I found some seats for this old girl. Look at them. But they're too high. Here where you sit, they're about almost 11 inches high in the front. They're electric. They're nice seats. I was going to put them in here. They look pretty cool. The seat where you sit goes up and down in the front, but it's all the way down. And you get in here and you go to press on the brake, and my knee hits the wheel there, and when you go to work the clutch, your knee will have to be way out to the side to work the clutch, so they ain't gonna work. It's too bad. They're pretty nice. They're not really old school looking, but they would be comfy. So anyway, I think I'm gonna order some Pro Car Classic seats for it, but they're on back order from Speedway. I was looking at them. So my buddy's got some seats. He's building the panel, an old panel, and he's got some seats, and they're lower, so we might compare and maybe do a little switcheroo, who knows, or buy some Pro Car ones. So yeah, so that was a bummer. So over here I've been working on them regulators, and where the window track goes, all these wheels, I sprayed a bunch of penetrating oil on them, oiled them, tried to turn them with vice grips, got them to turn, but I got about 5 of them that need replaced. So I went and found these new wheels here that go in the door track. They're pretty slick. You just mash them down. I got this old, it's for doing buttons. It's round. So you put that in there and you give it a smack. And the first one I thought messed up, but it kind of must be slotted, and it just folds over. One side's a little messed up, but it's nice and tight in there. And I got a new wheel on there, so the windows will operate nicely. So that was good. So I'm gonna start replacing them. I got this one fixed. It's got a bunch of surface rust on it. I'm gonna wire wheel them all down, probably spray some black paint on them. But yeah, that'll be nice to get them in there and get some glass in that old girl. So after I do that, I'll probably do the steering rod. Got my U-joints on here. I'll show some of that, the way I cut it and put it in here, and put a little pilot hole in the bar and tighten these down. So yeah, we'll probably get on that. I'm going to work on these regulators a little more first. Alright, let me try to get something done. Be back. Hey guys. Well, I got them all cleaned up, them regulators. Got all the rust off of them, got them painted up. That's see, it's got a D on it. I stamped them. Driver's side, the rear driver's side. So I got all the new wheels on there. Got a little bit of paint on them, but that ain't gonna hurt them, man. They spin a lot better now. I put some wheel bearing grease on them. That should last a long time. There's that one. So yeah, it takes all them big special Phillips screws to install them on there. I got all them. I gotta dig them out, clean them up. So when I find them, I'll get them in there, and then I think I'm gonna start working on this steering shaft. Get this old girl to steer again. It's been a while. So I got that chrome double D shaft, you guys remember. Got to cut that. I think I got must be a 32 inch. Plenty long enough. After I bought this one, I found my old one for my hot rod pickup. It ain't chrome, but it was long enough to do this. But that's alright. We'll keep it for another project. Build my boy a rat rod or something someday. Collecting parts for him. We'll do that. Get him something going. Alright, well, I'm going to measure this out and cut this shaft, and we'll see how it comes out. Alright, guys. Well, if you guys watch the news, you know, California, Oregon, and Washington. I live in eastern Washington. It's been hazardous smoky up here, and it's about 8:30 at night. Look at it, it's finally raining out here. Dripping. Man, maybe put out some of them forest fires. It's been so smoky, hazardous to breathe. Even had to take a couple days off of work because it was so smoky outside. Well, thank God it's raining now, guys. Alright. So I was working on this double D U-joint, and so you drill one hole in it, and this bolt, it's not long enough to go all the way through, but it goes halfway through, and then you put the lock nut on here. Then this side has another one. So on this side, unscrew this a little bit, tap it on there. So when you go take a punch, you want to center punch that hole there. Well, you know, trying to use a center punch, trying to get that dead in the center is kind of hard. So what I do is take the set screw, put it in there, and tighten it down. Get it where you want it for in and out. Tighten it down, give it a little reef on it, then back it off. Then when you go to take it off, now you got something. If you can see that, the light's glaring on it. There's that one. Now you got something you can take your fine little punch and center punch that. So this one on the flat side will just be a dimple. About the rod's about an 1/8 inch, 3/16 thick, maybe an eighth. So I'll just put a dimple in there with like a 1/4 inch bit. I got to measure these and make sure. And this one on the round part here, that's the one that the bolt goes like halfway through. Then you tighten that jam nut. So yeah, that's the way I find how to do it. It's been the easiest for me, the ones I've done before. So yeah, I got to do that one, drill it, and then I'll do the one on the steering box. It's only got one set screw for the steering box. For the double D shaft, it has two. I don't think I'll drill that all the way through for the double D shaft. I'll just have two dimples in it. And then this one, which way to go? This way. It's got two lock screws too. I'll just dimple them real good. So yeah. Alright, I'll get on drilling them. Alright guys, well, I got that drilled out. I started the center punch hole on my mark, went from 1/8 all the way up to 21/32. Just kept jumping up drill bits so the hole wouldn't move. Stayed perfectly centered. And there I got the dimple there for the other short screw. So I'll put that guy on my Allen wrench. Threads down nice. Then tighten this one up into the dimple. Oh yeah. So when I put this thing together for good, because I got to take this all apart, I'm going to take the motor out, paint the frame, put red Loctite on them, so that'll hold them. And so the steering box, you can see I dimpled that, and it's about maybe an 1/8 inch. I just kept jumping up bits until I got to that right size. You can see here, maybe you can see, just enough so it sets down in there. There it is, tuned in. Yeah. So then it can never slide off or anything. I think you'd have to, the whole column would have to pull up out of the firewall to slide the steering bar anyway, so I don't think that would ever happen. Alright, well, I'll get that on there. Get this guy on here where she goes. You see that hole down inside there? It's perfect. Alright, well, tighten these down, snug them up a little bit, and measure in that steering bar. Alright, don't cut it too short. Alright guys, I'll be back. Alright, well I got that shaft cut to length. I got the dimples on the firewall side, about 1/8 of an inch deep, and on the steering box end. Alright, let's put it together, see what happens. Hey guys, well, I'm back. I got that steering rod all together now. I cut these longer bolts here off of the other end, make them short like this end is, this side. Down here the same, cut that off. On the final assembly I'll Loctite all that stuff, but check it out. Just move the wheel. Oh yeah, look at that chrome bar spin. Spins nice. Adjust that steering box a little bit too. But yeah, pretty cool. Go in here and turn the wheel. Front tires turn. Look at that. Yeah. So, put the steering wheel straight. And the tires are turned to the passenger side a little bit. I'll take that wheel off. Probably have to go to the alignment shop and get it aligned. Just did it all with tape measures. Got it really close. So yeah, came out good. Yeah, I appreciate all you guys watching, all the new subscribers. Really nice of you guys. Subscribe to me. Really cool of you. So next time, we'll get working on something else. I gotta get that header pipe back on there. I've had them off and on about 10-15 times probably already. Comes off quick. Alright guys, take care. We'll see you again.